Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and here in 311 PTU we just got access to the Origin 100 series, so hopefully this is your first time seeing one of these available. Looking at it from inside the cockpit, you can obviously tell that you've got a nice cockpit. You know, you've got a lot of opportunities or a lot of space without any actual bars. I mean, there's this pretty prominent one through here, but in all honesty, it's not that obtrusive. This ship is one where immediately it feels like the seating position is a little bit lower than it really needs to be because so much of your screen is taken up by the dashboard that's really in front of you. It feels like if it was centered more like here, it would be a significantly better experience, and then those bars become less of an issue anyways. So I'm assuming this has to do with where you're actually seated, although it does feel a little bit like it does when you're in the 85X, and it feels like you've kind of got that freelancer dashboard across the screen. So how that ends up looking at the end of the day is a little bit to be determined. Taking a look at the ship from the outside, it is a sharp-looking vessel. It is small, as expected. It's a little chunkier than you would expect, but it also has to be because it does have a little bit of an interior. Engine-wise, they are very sleek-looking, very small and kind of trimmed out. Yeah, the canopy's nice. This is the 100i, so I'll be pulling the other ones in just a moment so you can see those too. You do have the white theme with the Origin O swirling the back on your port wing. You've got kind of those little stabilizer wings up front as well. Underneath, you can tell you've got two, I believe they're M3As, but we'll look at the components in just a second, as well as the little cargo station in the back, so we'll also land in a second to do that. So let's go ahead and go back into the interior view, where we will look at what we have on board. So from a weapons perspective, we have, two M4A, so two size 2s. And as far as missiles, you have two size 2 strike forces. Those are the cross sections by default. So two size 2 missiles, two size 2 guns, underwhelming firepower, but a starter ship, and it is going to be a little bit higher price than the Mustangs, which I think are coming with two size 1s. So I think that's actually slightly more competitive. It does fly significantly better. As far as the actual components are concerned, let's run down the list. So you should mostly have just size 1 stuff on here. So Arctic Storm from a cooler perspective is okay. M4As are decent weapons at best. Webs are, as far as a shield, are adequate, but they're nothing, special. You're never going to upgrade to a web. Expedition being your quantum drive. Frankly, I'll look at this and say if this is your ship, there's a lot of room to upgrade. And with that being the case, it is a starter ship, so why not? It looks like these are actually size 3 hardpoints. Interesting. So if you could run two fixed size 3s on this, which makes that significantly more competitive. So we'll need to make sure that these aren't actually bespoke to the ship and they can actually be swapped out. I'll see if we can do that. And I'll probably follow up in a later video on this ship. Nothing really to sing, right home about there, but not bad either. As far as the design, it is Origin. You've got a lot of the screens that are off to the side. You got the MFD, so they're not necessarily visible when you're flying unless you're using head tracking. But it is there should you need it. And let's go ahead. Actually, let's open the exterior real quick, and we'll see if we can get that cargo ramp to come down. Well, I guess it shows us our side door. So you get the little stairs to climb down on the side, back kind of in the interior, and it looks like you also have the stairs potentially to exit into EVA from the cockpit, maybe? We'll button it back up and we'll get out of the seat and go see what's going on back there. Alright, so exiting our seat, we come back into the crew quarters. I don't know why I expected this to be a little bit bigger. The ship is very, very small, but it is all pretty much right here, isn't it? So you got a bed, which is nice. It's nice having a bed. It gives you the ability to log out on your ship. And a starter ship, that's a really nice perk. If you were going to do that in the Mustang line, you need to have the beta. I'm sorry, not the beta. The beta, the Explorer one. Mustangs all come with it. I'm sorry, the Auroras all come with it, so that's a perk there too. Do we have a shoilet or something? Oh, here's our cargo. Okay, cool. So you can access your cargo from the interior of the ship. That's pretty slick. Are there component housings back here? At some point, I imagine you're going to be accessing your components from in here, but it's a very early patch, so I'm not counting on much. What else can we do in here? Feels like that's it. These will be components up here, I'm sure of it. Okay. Well, let's go land this thing real quick. We'll see about pulling out the cargo dock or the cargo deck area, and then we'll swap out to the other variants and take a look there. I will say, as far as the flight model is on this thing, it's pretty zippy. It's not comparable to a racer by any means. I have not gotten it up to top speed yet because I have been an arena commander. But I think it's responsive. It rolls, it yaws, it pitches, it does all of the motions pretty well. So as far as my, I guess, initial thoughts are, it's going to fly better than a Aurora. It's going to be on par or a little bit better than the Mustangs are concerned. So, oh, and look, we got wheels. How cute. All right, let's land. We'll get out of the ship and go check the cargo lift. I did notice on the exterior view, God, that seat takes a long time to get out of. On the exterior view, it looked like there was kind of a cool ladder system to get out of here. Let's see what actually deploys. That's sharp. I like that it's stairs and not a ladder. Actually, the M4As, the size 2 look pretty beefy on this ship. So it's size 3s. I mean, can you imagine 2 mantises hanging off of this? It'd be kind of ridiculous looking. I don't remember what was in the brochure or what was actually supposed to be present. So I guess we'll just have to see. You're going to give me an option to open this. Yeah, this thing's bright as the sun. I don't actually see a cargo ramp, so it might be interior storage only, which, you could obviously still buy and sell right now. I'm assuming that this is supposed to be a ramp that's actually going to drop down to the ground so you could slide in cargo boxes should you need it. But we'll just have to see what's actually available for us in the verse. So I'm going to go and stop recording for a minute, and I'm going to come back with one of the different variants, so bear with me for just a moment. Alright, we are back. This time we are in the 125C, so now this is going to be your dedicated combat variant of this ship. If I remember right, I think the only difference was you got a little bit more missiles on this variant, but let's take a look at the exterior of the ship and see if anything tells us a different story. It still looks like 2 of the M4As. And let's zoom in a little bit. What am I looking at here? Looks like some sort of weird texture thing over the engines. Did I just not notice that on the white version because it was so bright? Yeah, let's get some more sunlight on that. Maybe that'll last for better cooling? I don't know what that is. I'll need to... Apparently I just kind of forgot a lot about this ship. Let's take a look at what's going on the inside. So let's get to the weapons menu. So guns, it is just 2 M4As. I guess here you have 6 size 2 strike forces, so you get additional ammo here. I just realized I might have looked at the wrong place on the 100i. So, oh well, no going back on that. I'll check that in just a little bit. Yeah, I don't really understand what makes this a combat variant. I think I said that in the should you buy version of this video. Like, I think the only one, if I recall, that I recommended being worth the purchase was actually going to be the freight version because you carried significantly more cargo that made it competitive with something like the Avenger, which was similar in price. Now the Avenger did go up by about $5, so there is that. I mean, granted, this is a really nice looking ship. It's pretty. It's fun to fly. Combat wise, you're going to sell yourself as a combat ship. You have 2 size 2 weapons, maybe 2 size 3s. It's just not really doing much for me. So cool, again, cool looking ship. I like the skin. I like the design. I like the idea of being able to stick a couple of these in a ship that's got a hangar because they're small and compact. But yeah, frankly, it is just kind of what it is. So let's go ahead and pull out the freight version. And we're back with the 135, which is our freight version. Let's see. The blue and orange is definitely my favorite paint job of the group. You also have the lighter blue on the Origin O. Okay, see, I'm not crazy. Look, right there on the back, you don't have that strange meshing that was on the 125. I don't know if there's improved coolers or some different performance there. I need to go back and look at my notes, but it was strange to see that. And what I'm specifically talking about is the area right there through the center line of the ship, where the edge of that Origin O splits between those 2 rectangles. It was meshed out on the black version, so I don't really know what was happening there. This is the one I want to go actually get go a little bit exterior and see what's happening behind me, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of extra room anywhere else on the other variants. So I want to see why there's actually, how I'm able to carry more cargo in this. Let's go see what we got back here. She just got big booty, is that all it is? It looks identical to me. So either my memory doesn't serve as far as what made this a cargo version. I guess let's open up the exterior and see if there's an additional space for cargo. Ooh, I did see something I think I will like on this. I'll take us over there in just a sec. Ah, cargo ramp opened up here. Okay, good. So that was something that was missing on the 100. So I don't know. Let's get this freaking reflection out of here. I don't know if that was something that was just missed on the other variant. Like, I feel like they should all have a cargo elevator, but maybe it's just internal storage versus the ability to do external, and that gives this the ability to haul bigger items. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool. I guess let's EVA over there and take a better look at that. Oh, the other thing I was going to say that I saw that I liked was you have a bed. It kind of looks like it's in the way right here. I almost like the way the 300 series bed used to fold out of the wall instead of just taking up space. This is kind of an uncomfortable looking cot that's always taking up usable space, so it'd be nice if you could do something with it. But as you're laying down, you got a pretty good view right here, as that skylight goes significantly further back than the cockpit is needed. Okay, so back here in the cargo area, you can tell it's a cargo area because of the way it is, and what I mean by that is you actually have the lock plates here, which is great. Interesting that it tells you that you can hold 4 SCU, but it's even marked out, so you get 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box. Close it up, seal it up, you're good to go. Alright, this is well designed back here. I like this. This is pretty sharp. Can I enter the ship through here? Oh, hold up now. I think what this is you have the ability to carry 6 SCU of cargo. All the other 2 variants actually give you 2 SCU internal space, where this one's actually giving you 4 SCU through the cargo hatch on the back. So maybe what we're seeing is that there's additional components on that 125 that is actually making the reason it has the that kind of cooling system back there. You don't actually have this ramp on the exterior. I'm going to go pull that one again and take a look at components real quick, so let's just validate what we're seeing. Alright, back in the 125A, let's look at the components again. So, Regulus is a better power plant. You have an all-stop for a shield, which is a better shield. Same quantum drive is the main. But again, that's what I'm talking about right there. The mesh covering up what looks like cooling pipes or something. Again, let me go ahead and pop the exterior to make sure that I'm not, crazy. Because let's be honest, that's always in the realm of possibility. We do not get that cargo ramp that drops. I'll tell you what, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with these. I want to do a kind of a combat viability test flight with all of these anyways, and I didn't really have time to do that right now. So what I will do is keep this as a first look type of video, and hopefully this gives you an idea of what's coming. I will tell you that in the very near future I will be doing a giveaway on each one of these ships, so stay tuned for those coming pretty soon. And if you guys have questions about any of these ships, please let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and have yourselves a wonderful day. Take care.